Hello students and good morning. So now I am doing class for class 10. So this is the continuation class for the same chapter, that is right shoulder cone. In the last online class also we were doing the same chapter, that is right shoulder cone. So this is your continuation class. The same exercise, let us work out exercise 16, page number 227 from the book Ganit Prakash for class 10 by West Bengal Board of Secondary Education. Okay. So let's do this question number 13. That is very short answer type questions. So this question you may get it in objective type of question in your Madhyamik Pariksha. So which carries 1 mark each. Okay. So let's do this. Number A, multiple choice question. That is MCQ type question. That is multiple choice question. So here question number 1 is, what is question number 1 here is, if the slant height of a right shoulder cone is 15 centimeter. The slant height of the right shoulder cone is 15 centimeter. Slant height भनेको यस्तो छड्के height. तिमीले कोन पनि बनाउने, कोनको प्रब्लम कोन बनाइराख्ने सजिलो पर्छ प्रब्लम गर्दा. So this is the cone. So this is the cone, right? If the slant height of a right shoulder cone is 15 centimeter, तो यो छड्के height दिएको छ 15 centimeter. Suppose this is A and this is B. This is the center of the circular base. And this AO is the vertical height. Okay. And now in this case, what is the length of the base diameter? It is 16 centimeter. What is the base diameter? It is 16 centimeter. So what will be its radius? It is half of 16. That is, this is your 8 centimeter. So I think you have understood it. Okay. Now in this case, you have to find out the lateral surface area of the cone. Lateral surface area of the cone भनेको, that is the slant surface area. वरिपरिको area चाहिँ निकाल्नु पर्छ. So what is the formula for lateral surface area of the cone? It is pi RL. You know that, isn't it? That is semi perimeter of the base into slant height. Okay. So now here it is given that this is the solution. What is the slant height? That is slant height L is equal to 15 centimeter. Slant height L is equal to 15 centimeter. What is the radius of the base? Therefore, radius of the base, that is your R, is equal to half of the diameter. That is 16 by 2 is equal to 8 centimeter. Now in this case, you have to find out the lateral surface area of the cone. So वरिपरिको area चाहिँ कति हुन्छ? So lateral surface area of the cone is equal to pi RL. Okay. So let us put the value in this case. Pi into, what is the value for radius? Radius is 8. What is the value for slant height? Slant height is 15. So which is equal, let us multiply 15 by 8. 8 5s are 40. 0, 4, 8 1s 8 plus 4 is 12. 120 pi, what will be the unit? It is centimeter square. So which is the correct answer? So the C is the correct answer. So therefore C 120 pi centimeter square is correct. Is correct. So this is the answer. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next multiple choice question type. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 2. This is from the same type of question, that is multiple choice question type. So question number 2, 13A number 2 is, if the ratio of volumes of two right circular cones is 1:4. दुईटा right circular cones छ, त तिनीहरुको volume को ratio कति दिएको रहेछ? 1:4. And the ratio of their radii of their bases is 4:5. The ratio of the radii of the bases is 4:5. Now we have to find out the ratio of the heights. Here the answers are given, that is 1:5, B 5:4, C 25:16, D 25:64. Which is the correct answer? You have to check it. Okay. So for these two right circular cones, let us assume their volumes, radius and the height. Okay, let B1 be the volume, let B1 be the volume, H1 be the height, H1 be the height, and R1 be the radius of the base, radius of the base of the first right circular cone, of the first right circular cone. Okay, now in this case you can use the formula B1 is equal to 1/3 pi R1 square H1. Let us mark it number 1. Okay, so this is the volume formula for volume of the first right circular cone. So let us assume for the second right circular cone, volume V2, radius R2 and height H2. Let V2 be the volume, let V2 be the volume, H2 be the height, H2 be the height, and R2 be the radius, and R2 be the radius of the base of the second right circular cone, of the second right circular cone, of the second right circular cone. Is that clear now? So let us write down the formula for V2. What is the formula for V2? That is volume of the second right circular cone. It is 1/3 pi R2 square H2. So let us mark it number 2. So I think you have understood it. Okay. So now what will you do? What is given in the question? Ratio of volumes of two right circular cones are given. That is, it is 1:4. That is, the ratio of volumes. That is, the ratio of volumes of two right circular cones is given. That is 1:4. That is V1 V2 is equal to 1:4, or you can write it as V1 upon V2 is equal to 1/4. You can write it in terms of fraction. Again, the ratio of their radii of their bases is given. That is 4:5. That is R1 is to R2 is equal to, how much is that? It is 4:5. It is 4:5, or you may write it as R1 upon R2 is equal to 4/5. Now you have to find out the ratio of their heights. That is H1 is to H2. So now let us divide 1/2 in order to get H1 upon H2. So dividing 1/2. So dividing 1/2. So what do we get dividing 1/2? B1 upon B2. So this is your B1 upon B2 is equal to, now write down right hand side of number 1 in the numerator. That is 1/3 pi R1 square H1 divided by 1/3 pi R2 square H2. So I think you have understood it. So let us cancel them. Similar terms can be cancelled. 1/3 and pi will be cancelled. Or now it is V1 upon V2 is equal to, you can write it as R1 upon R2 whole square into, this is H1 upon H2. So now let us put the value out here. What is V1 upon V2? It is 1/4, right? It is 1/4. What is R1 upon R2? It is 4/5. It is 4/5 whole square into H1 upon H2. It is H1 upon H2. So let us simplify it now, or in the next step, 1/4 is equal to, what is 4/5 whole square? That is 4 by 5 into 4 by 5. That is 16 by 25. 16 by 25 into h1 upon h2. Is that understood now? Now let us do cross multiply. 16 4s are 64, h1 is equal to 25 h2. But in this case, you have to find out the ratio of their heights. That is h1 upon h2. So, or this is h1 upon h2 is equal to 25 by 64. That is h1 upon h2 is equal to 25 by 64. What is the ratio now? Therefore, h1 is to h2 is equal to 25 is to 64. So, this is the final answer. So, which is the correct option out here? That is D. 25 is to 64 is the correct option. So, write down. So, that is D. 25 is to 64 is correct. That is 25 is to 64. Number D is correct. So, you can copy it. Now, we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is number 3, that is 13A number 3. This is also of multiple choice question type. So question number 3 is, keeping the radius of a right circular cone same, if the height of the cone is increased twice, the volume of it will be increased by how much percentage? Is it number A 100%, number B 200%, number C 300%, number D 400%? Okay, so what is given in the question? In the question it is given that the radius of a right circular cone remains same. The radius of a right circular cone is kept same, but its height is increased by twice. Its height is increased twice. Then the volume of it will be increased by how much percentage? Is it 100%, it is 200%, is it 300%, or is it 400%? Okay. Now in this case, let B be the volume of the original cone. Let V be the volume of the original. Let V be the volume of the original cone. So let us assume its radius and height. Let R be its radius. Let R be the radius and H be its height. And H be its height. Okay. Let V be the volume of the original cone. Original cone को volume कति suppose गऱ्यौं हामीले V suppose गऱ्यौं. तो यो original cone को हामीले radius कति suppose गऱ्यौं? R is the radius and what is its height? H is the height. So let us find out the formula for V. What is V is equal to? This is 1/3 pi R square H. So it is V is equal to 1/3 pi R square H. Is that clear now? Now the cone is changed. So by question it is given that now the radius of the right circular cone remains same. That is R is the radius. Therefore R is the radius. Therefore R is the radius, and the height of the cone is increased twice. Therefore R is the radius. R remains same. Now height is increased twice. That means therefore height of the new cone, height of the new cone will be double. It will be twice of the original height. That is, if the height of it is increased twice, that means it is twice H. So I think you have understood it. Let us find out its volume. Therefore volume V1. Therefore volume V1 is, first of all you write down the formula 1/3 pi R square H, or V1 is equal to 1/3 pi. What is R here? Here R remains same. Here in this case R remains same, isn't it? That is R whole square into what is the height in this case? What is the height in this case? It is twice h. I think you have understood it. So let us simplify it further. So what is the volume of the new cone? That is B1 is equal to 2/3 pi r square h. So it is 2/3 pi r square h. So this is the volume of the new cone. So now we have to find out by how much the volume of it will be increased by. By how much the volume of it will be increased. Whether it is 100%, 200%, 300% or 400%, you have to check the correct answer. So therefore, what is the increase in volume? So increase in volume. So increase in volume is equal to, this is B1 minus V. B1 means new volume minus V is original volume, right? So it is 2/3 pi r square h minus what is the original volume? 1/3 pi r square h. It is 1/3 pi r square h. Let us subtract it. You can subtract it. So it is 1/3 pi r square h. Okay. So 2 pi r square h divided by 3 minus pi r square h divided by 3 will give you pi r square h upon 3. Okay. Now we have to find out the percentage increase in volume. So now percentage increase in volume. So percentage increase in volume. What is the formula? How can you find out the percentage increase in volume? What is the formula here? The formula here is increase in volume. Increase in volume divided by original volume into what? Into 100%. Into 100%, right? So what is the increase in volume out here? It is 1/3 pi r square h. And what is the original volume in this case? Original volume is V. That is 1/3 pi r square h. It is 1/3 pi r square h into, this is 100%. Okay. So here you can cancel these two. Cancel it. So which is equal to, this is your 100%. So we have got the answer as 100%. So which is the correct option out here? That is A. A, 100% is correct. So number A, 100% is correct. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 4. That is from multiple choice question type. So question number 4, 13A number 4 is, if its radius and height of a cone is increased by twice of its length. So in this case, the height and the radius of the cone is increased twice. Both the radius and the height of the cone is increased by twice of its length. So you have to find out the volume that the volume of it that will be increased by, whether it is 3 times, 4 times, 6 times or 8 times of the previous one. Then you have to check the correct answer, that its volume will be 3 times or 4 times or 6 times or 8 times of the previous one if both the radius and the height of the cone is increased by twice of its length. Okay. So in the question it is given that both the radius and the height of the right circular cone is increased by twice of its length. Then the volume of it will be 3 times, 4 times, 6 times or 8 times of the previous one. So which is the correct answer? You have to check it. Okay. So let us do this question now. So let us write down the volume of the original cone. Let V be the volume of the original cone. let B be the volume of the original cone. Let V be the volume of the original cone. Let R be its radius and H be its height. And H be its height. Okay. So its volume is given by V is equal to 1/3. It is pi r square h. So what is the volume of the original cone? It is 1/3 pi r square h. Now in the question it is given that both the radius and the height of the cone is increased by twice. Okay. So now what is the height of the new cone? Now height of the new cone will be twice h, and radius is also 2r. Let B1 be the volume now. Let B1 be the volume of the new cone. Let B1 be the volume of the new cone. Okay. So what is the formula now? V1 is equal to 1/3 pi r square h. That is the formula. Now let us put the value for r and h in this case. So therefore V1 is equal to 1/3 pi. Now let us put the value for r here. What is the value for r here? 2r. 2r whole square into, what is the value for h? What is the height here? It is twice h. It is twice h. Okay. So or V1 is equal to, this is 1/3 pi into this is your 2 whole square is 4r square into 2h. Or you can write B1 is equal to that is 4 2s are 8, and then within bracket you can write 1/3 pi r square h. Actually this 1/3 pi r square h is the volume of the original cone, isn't it? Or this is V1 is equal to 8V. That is the volume of the new cone will be 8 times of the previous one. That is this B1 is the volume of the new cone. That is volume of the new cone is 8 times the volume of the previous one. So which is the correct answer? Number D is the correct answer. So therefore D 8 times of the previous one. 8 times of the previous one. So this is the correct answer. Is correct. Is correct. So I think you have understood it. You can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 5. 13A number 5. This is also multiple choice question type. So number 5 is, if the length of radius of a cone is r upon 2 unit. If the length of radius of a cone is r by 2 unit. What is the radius of the base of the cone in this case? It is r by 2 unit. And what is the slant height of it? It is 2L unit. 2L unit. Then the total surface area is, which is the correct option? You have to check it, whether it is A, B, C or D. So let us do the solution here. So here radius of the base is equal to r by 2. Okay. And next, what is the slant height of it? So slant height, here slant height is 2L unit. This radius of the base is r by 2 unit, and slant height is equal to 2L unit. Okay. So what is the slant surface area formula? First of all, you write down the slant surface area or the curved surface area. It is also known as slant surface area, or it is also known as curved surface area. So what is the slant surface area formula? It is pi RL. But here pi into, what is r here? Radius r by 2. And what is the slant height here? It is 2L. So 2 gets cancelled. You will get the same formula, that is slant surface area is equal to pi RL. Okay. Next, what is the area of the base? Area of the base. Here the base is a circle. What is the formula for the area of the circle? It is pi r square. But here what is r? R by 2. So it is r by 2 whole square, which is equal to pi r square upon 4. Now we have to calculate the whole surface area. Whole surface area means slant surface area plus area of the base. Therefore, whole surface area, whole surface area is equal to, what is the formula? It is slant surface area plus area of the base, okay? Plus it is area of the base, which is equal to, what is the slant surface area now? It is pi RL. It is pi RL plus, what is the area of the base? It is pi r square upon 4. It is pi r square upon 4. Okay? So we can take common out here. What is common? Pi r is common. Within bracket, what do we get? L plus r upon 4. So pi r is taken common. So within bracket L plus, it is r by 4 square unit. This is square unit. Okay, so which is the correct option in this case? That is B. Pi r within bracket L plus r by 4 square unit is correct. That is number B. Pi r within bracket L plus r by 4 square unit is correct. So is that clear to all of you? So we can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. Now let's do the next question, that is 13 number B. So in this case you have to write down whether the following statements are true or false. So whether the statements are true or false, you have to check it. So question number 1 here is, if the length of base radius of a right circular cone is decreased by half, if the radius of the base of the right circular cone is decreased by half and its height is increased by twice of it, and if the height is increased by twice of it, then the volume remains same. Whether this statement is correct or wrong, you have to check it. Okay, so for the original cone, let us write down the height and the radius of the base of the cone. Let the radius of the base of the original cone be r. Let the radius of the base of the original cone be r, h be its height, and v be its volume, and v be its volume. Okay, so what is the formula for B now? So it is V is equal to, this is 1/3 pi r square h. So what is the volume of the original cone? It is 1/3 pi r square h. Now what is given in the question? Now the radius of the cone is decreased by half. Now the radius of the base of the cone is decreased by half. अब आधी भयो यो. बुझ्नुभयो हैन? So now radius of the base of the cone is decreased by half. That is r minus r by 2. It is decreased by half. Decreased by half means original radius minus half of the original radius. That is, it is decreased by half. That is, r minus r by 2 is, this is r upon 2. And its height is increased by twice of it. So therefore now height of the cone is increased by means here the original height is h, it is increased by twice of it means twice h. So which is equal to, this is your 3h. So I think you have understood it. Okay, so now what is the volume of the new cone? So volume of the new cone is equal to, what is the formula? First write on the formula, 1/3 pi r square h, which is equal to 1/3 pi. What is r here? Radius of the base of the cone will be half of the original cone, that is r by 2 whole square. It is decreased by half of the original radius, so it is r by 2 whole square into 3h. Okay, so here you can cancel this, 3 gets cancels, so which is equal to pi into this is r square by 4 into h, so which is equal to 1/4, this is pi r square h. So is this volume equal to the original volume of the cone? No, the volume does not remain same. Therefore the volume is not same. So therefore the volume is not same. Therefore the statement is false. Therefore the statement is what? The statement is false. So I think I've understood it, because this volume is not same as the original volume. Okay, so this is the answer. The statement is false. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question. That is, the next statement is, you have to check whether this given statement is true or false. That is B number 2. The height, radius and slant height of a right circular cone are always the 3 sides of a right angle triangle. Whether the statement is correct or wrong, you have to check it. In this case, it is given that the height, radius and the slant height of the right circular cone the height, radius and the slant height of a right circular cone are always the 3 sides of a right angle triangle. Whether the statement is correct or wrong, you have to check it. The question is, the slant height, radius and the height of a right circular cone are always the 3 sides of a right angle triangle. Whether the statement is correct or wrong, you have to check it. Okay, so let us draw a cone now. This is the cone and this is the height of the cone and this is the radius. This is the height, this is the radius of the base of the cone, and this L is the slant height. So from the figure we know that this H is the height of a right angle triangle, R is the radius of the base of the right angle triangle, and this L, that is the slant height, is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. So from this figure we can say that this slant height, this vertical height and the radius of the right circular cone are always the 3 sides of a right angle triangle. So the statement is correct. So therefore you can write down that the statement is correct. So from the figure we have seen that the statement is always correct. Okay, so you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is, let us fill in the blanks. That is 13 number C. AC is the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle ABC. So what is AC here? AC is the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle ABC. Now the radius of the right circular cone formed by revolving the triangle once around the side AB as axis is which one? Which is the radius? Which is the radius? Which is the radius of the right circular cone formed by revolving the triangle once around the side AB as axis is dash. So what will be the radius in this case? You have to find it. Okay. So let us draw a right angle triangle here. So here, what is given in the question? AC is the hypotenuse. AC is the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle ABC, and AB is the axis here. So here AC is the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle ABC, and what is the axis here? AB is the axis here. So which is the radius in this case? Here AC is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle ABC, and the radius of the right circular cone that is formed by revolving the triangle once around the side this AB as axis is what? The radius of the base of the cone will be BC. Okay. Now this is AC is the hypotenuse, taking AB as the axis. If it is revolved, if AC is revolved, taking AB as the axis, then it will form a cone with BC as the radius, isn't it? This BC will be the radius. So the radius of the right circular cone formed by revolving the triangle once around the side AB as axis is what? This is BC. So here BC is the radius. This BC is the radius. So in the fill in the blanks, you have to write BC. Is that understood? That is the radius of the right circular cone formed by revolving the triangle once around the side AB as axis is what? This is BC. BC will be the radius of the base of the right circular cone. That is, the answer here is BC. Is that clear? So next, number 2. So I think you have understood this number 1. You can copy it. So next, number 2. If the volume of a right circular cone is V cubic unit. What is the volume of the right circular cone? It is V cubic unit. It is given that. And what is the base area? It is A square unit. Base area means in case of cone, the base will be the circle. And what is the area of this circular base? It is A square unit. So you have to find out its height. So what will be the height of the right circular cone? So what is the volume? What is the volume of the cone? Volume of the cone given here is V cubic unit. It is V cubic unit. And what is the base area? That means area of the circular base. Area of the circular base. What is the area of the circular base given here? It is A square unit. So now we have to find out its height. So what is the formula for volume of the cone? So volume of the cone is equal to 1/3 pi r square h. Now pi r square is kept within bracket. As you know that this pi r square is the area of the circle. That is area of the circular base, right? So what is the volume of the cone given in the question is V, which is equal to 1/3 into, by question, what is the formula for area of the base? This pi r square is the area of the circular base or area of the base. What is the area of the base? It is A square unit into h. Okay, so from here you can calculate the value for h, or you can cross multiply it. 3V is equal to capital A into small h. Or what is the value for h here? H is equal to 3V divided by A. So what is the height of the cone? So height of the cone is equal to 3V divided by A. That is your answer. So in the fill in the gaps, you can write this is 3B upon A. That is the answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 3. That is, let us fill in the blanks. That is number C. Question number 3 is, the lengths of the base radii and the height of a right circular cylinder and a right circular cone are equal. The ratio of the volumes will be, you have to find it. Okay. So in this case, right circular cylinder and right circular cone are given. So their base radii are same. That is, radius of the base of the cone is equal to the radius of the base of the right circular cylinder. Also their heights are same. That is, the height of the cone is equal to the height of the right circular cylinder. So you have to find out the ratio of their volumes. Is that clear? Now first of all, here cylinder is given. Let us assume its radius of the base of the cylinder and its height. So let R be the radius and H be the height and H be the height of the right circular cylinder, of the right circular cylinder. Okay. Now let R be the radius and H be the height of the right circular cylinder. So let us find out its volume. So its volume is, let us write down V1. V1 is equal to, what is the formula? It is pi r square H. What is the formula here? What is the formula for volume of the cylinder? Volume of the cylinder will be pi r square H. Okay. Now again, what is the radius of the base of the cone? It is same as cylinder, that is radius r. And what is its height? It is same as cylinder, that is H. Okay. So therefore, radius of the base of the cone, radius of the base of the cone is equal to r, and height of the cone is same as cylinder, that is also H. That is, radius of the cone is also r, radius of the base of the cone is also r, and what is the height of the cone? That is also H. So what is its volume? Therefore, volume of the cone is, let us write here V2. What is the formula? It is 1/3 pi r square H. I think you have understood it. Now let us find out their ratio. So therefore, ratio of volumes is equal to, now first of all, in this case, in the question, cylinder is given first. So you have to write down the volume of the cylinder first. That is B1. B1 is to, then second one, cone is given. So B1 is to V2, which is equal to, what is B1 here? B1 is pi r square H, is to, what is V2? It is 1/3 pi r square H. It is 1/3 pi r square H. Okay. From both this, you can cancel the similar terms. That means you can cancel pi r square H. So it is 1:1/3. But you have to convert this fraction into whole number. So what is the method? Below 1 there is 1. Now take the LCM of these denominators. So what are the LCM? What is the LCM of 1 and 3? It is 3, you know that, isn't it? So multiply both these number by 3. So 1 into 3 is to 1/3 into 3, which is equal to 3:1. So the ratio of the volumes will be 3:1. So here fill in the blanks. You can write 3:1. So what is the answer here? So the ratio of the volumes is 3:1. So I think you have understood it. You can copy it. त आज हामी यति नै गर्छौं। त जति पनि हामीले आज प्रब्लम्सहरु गर्यौं यो सबै इम्पोर्टेन्ट हो। यो सबै घरमा तिमीले रिभिजन गर्नु। In the next online class, we will do short answer type question from this chapter, right circular cone. So this much is for today.